on social media these days, you always see people talking about this is the biggest bottleneck and this is the biggest bottleneck. But I've actually seen that the biggest bottleneck isn't something that I often see a lot of people speak about on social media. And it's a thing that I've really noticed the last couple of years, and especially the last year, where I've really worked with a lot of coaches one-on-one, very personalized, and it's the mindset of the individual behind the actual business. Because if you don't have the best mindset ever, how can you build the best business ever? You can't. It just doesn't work like that. The person behind the business is always way more important than the business itself. Now, what does it actually mean, and what do I mean about this? Well, one of the things that I've really realized is that specifically for us, we work with mostly Norwegian online coaches before now that we actually have scaled internationally, is that this typical mindset in Norway is that you have to think small of yourself. You can't think you're better than everyone else. And if you can't think that you're better than everyone else, then how are you actually going to get better? You have to think highly of yourself. You have to have a little bit of narcissism in yourself to actually be able to grow something big. And you have to have a high self-belief and conviction in yourself. And this goes down to everything you will ever sell in your coaching. That's the product, right? The better the product is, the better high self-esteem you will have, and everything plays into itself, but it all starts with your mindset, your personal belief. And I often see that there's so many of these coaches and so many of you out there that you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you're worthy of having a big business. You don't even believe that it's possible. You see all these people on social media that have these huge coaching businesses that are making a lot of money online, and you think that, oh, they're either like fucking full of shit, or they're scammers, or something there's just something fake here, right? And that is a really common objection that I get, is that people just don't believe that you can have 100 clients as an online coach. But that's just false. It's possible, and you can scale to way more than that, but it all starts with your mindset. Now, how can you actually start building that mindset? As I said, I think it comes down to actually having belief in yourself and your product. I think that's a really important thing that we work a lot with our clients, is that you need to have a fucking solid product. And if you don't have it, then you have to build it. And how to actually build it, I have a lot more resources on my YouTube and on social media on how you can actually build a good product. But if you click the link below, I also created a really good in-depth guide on it. But that's besides the point. And when it comes to this whole mindset thing and actually believing in yourself, I really realized this now the last couple of months, where I realized that this is my third year living in Dubai. I've lived in Dubai now for 3 years. There's 3 years, but it's my third year now where I actually started my business here as well. And I would never have done it if it wasn't for me having an insanely high confidence in myself, and an insanely high confidence and belief in that if I say I'm going to do something, then I can do it. And this is something you as an online coach should think about, because think about it. If you are someone that has gone through a cool, really amazing fitness journey, which a lot of these fitness online coaches that we work with have, then you should have belief in yourself, because you've already done something great with your person, and your life. You've maybe gone from being fat and obese, as I was. No, I wasn't obese, but I was fat, and you get my point, to actually getting really good in shape. I've competed in powerlifting. I'm going to compete now in bodybuilding as well. And I've built a physique I'm proud of through the last 10 years. I've done something that I didn't want to do for 10 years. I didn't want to do every single leg. I didn't want to do every single workout. I didn't want to eat every single meal, but I've still done it. And this builds proof in myself. And this is a really big, important thing that I speak about, is proof stacking. Stacking proof that you are the person that you say you are. Every single session you say you will do, and you don't want to do it, but you still do it. Every single meal that you say you don't want to, or say that you're going to eat, and you don't want to do it, but you still do it, that builds proof in yourself that you are a person that is capable. You're a person that's capable of doing more with your life. You're a person that's capable of doing the hard things. And you should always look back at that and bring that into your business and your life in general. And I think, again, mindset is something I could yap about for so many hours. And I just had this thought now. I was walking my cardio with my DJI, and I just want to sit down and have an honest conversation with you, because this is the biggest problem that everyone is facing. It's limiting self-belief and limiting self-thoughts. You don't believe that you're capable of doing what you really want to do. Now, this is a reason why every single coach we work with, we have them go through a mindset course that I created, and just some free resources that I created. I think there's like 2 or 3 hours worth of like mindset. And every single client we've taken through it, they've said, just had such good feedback on it. And they always say, this is not what I expected when I signed up with you, because they wanted to work with me because I will help them get more clients, help them with the client acquisition, building a business. And then like, well, why are we working on mindset? But then after we've actually done it, then they see, okay, this was actually so important. So it just goes to say that the most important thing, the absolute most important thing, is the person behind the business. Now, there's a lot more to this that you actually have to work on. Mindset is one thing, but what actually builds the mindset is actually doing, as I said, keeping yourself in shape. If you're a fitness coach and you're fat and you're obese, you should probably take care of yourself. Because if you can't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of your business. And that's just the honest truth, right? And this also goes back to like aura, which I speak a lot on, which is that you have to have this certain aura if you actually want to attract people. And you should always want to attract people. You should never go out and say, buy my product. People should come to you and say, can I buy your product, right? And the only way you can build that if you build a strong enough aura to attract the persons or the prospects that you actually want to attract. And again, if you can solve this problem with your self-belief, your mindset, and building up your aura, then you will be able to attract clients and you will be able to attract your dream clients. But it all starts with yourself. So if you haven't done it today, take care of yourself, read some books, develop yourself, develop your brain, develop your body, take care of yourself, go to the gym, eat your meals, and then start building that self-belief that will drive the business growth that you actually seek to do. And before I end this video, I just want to tell you a quick story about someone that I met here in Dubai. He's a billionaire. And the moment I met him, I could just instantly tell he has so crazy high self-belief. And he told me a story. He actually met Elon Musk, and he was living with him for a while. This is many years ago. And he said the same thing. Like, he just has this delusional self-belief in himself. And you can see this on social media with everyone that's like doing well, with everyone that, you know, as I said, Musk, and most entrepreneurs out there, Steve Jobs, everyone that has built something great, they all start with this crazy self-belief in themselves and in the product that they have. If you don't have these two things, it doesn't matter how good your ads are, it doesn't matter how good your sales skills is, it doesn't matter how good your appointment setting is, if you don't have this in place. And as I said, this is just so important to think about, because you can achieve big things, you can achieve huge things, but you have to be able to think outside the box. And it's like common saying, like everyone says it, but what does it actually mean? You have to be able to think bigger, and you also have to realize that you are living in a blind spot. You're living in a zone where you can't really see anything. You can't see what's going on outside of your own life, and you can't really see how you can grow longer unless you actually get that help to remove the blindfolds off you and seek that guidance of someone that has actually done it before you. This is why mentors is so important, and someone that has actually kind of gone the walk before you, and to seek guidance in that aspect as well. And even Marcus Aurelius, he was speaking about this like over 2,000 years ago now, or 1,900 years ago, whatever it was. He spoke about this in meditations, where he was always seeking guidance from people outside of him. And he also says in meditations that he would never be where he is now if it wasn't for his mentors. And you can look back, like as I said, this is 2,000 years ago. You can just imagine all the people that has built the world. They've all sought guidance. They've all looked for someone to guide them in the right direction, to get the ball rolling, to create that momentum in their life, because momentum is everything. If you don't have momentum in your life, then you will reach nowhere. You have to build that momentum up. And how can you actually do it? It's by searching guidance and searching for someone that can actually help you get that initial ball to roll. Now, I hope you got something out of this video, which is something I'm really passionate about this, and it's just like one thing you can take from looking at all my content online and all my social media. Is just have faith in yourself, have belief in yourself. This is why for me, like, Christianity is so important, because I know that the path I'm on is led by God. I know the path that I'm on is led by something bigger than me. So of course I will always have confidence, because I know it isn't about me, it's about God. It's about God putting his strength through me and guiding me on the way to actually building what I'm supposed to build through God's plan, right? And all the strengths that I have, it's not a strength of me having, delusion in myself. It's about me believing that I've received my strengths through someone way greater than myself. And if I don't do what I'm meant to do, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, and if I don't build what I'm supposed to build, and I don't walk that path that God has led me on, then I'm not living up to his expectations of me and what he has actually planned out for me. So I really hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, these usual things that we all ask for, the vanity metrics that I like to call them. But as I said, it all starts with your mindset, your product. In the link below in the description, I have a document on how you can actually build your product to actually get this belief in yourself. And I really hope you actually take some time to look over that and start realizing that you are meant for more. You're meant for building something way bigger than you have right now. You can scale to immensely high levels in your business, but you just have to believe in it yourself. And that's easier said than done, but at least it's the first step in your journey. See you in the next video.